Hello, everyone! Oh, I forgot to delete. No, that's the wrong icon to delete. Amy isn't here today. Hello, Chad, and welcome to a brand new edition of the Roomba. Thought tomorrow is my last day doing my internship. Hello, Goobers.
Hello, Goobers.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
What do you mean, nuh-uh?
Nuh-uh.
The fuck you mean, nuh-uh? Nuh-uh.
But yeah, there's basically a gacha game coming out where the girls are cast.
Yep, I heard of it. I think we've talked about this.
That doesn't surprise me, given I am well aware through playing World of Warships and who they decide to partner with for their collaboration that there's a lot of gacha games where the gacha women are all boats.
I mean, Musume.
Gacha game where the gacha ladies are horses.
Exactly.
Horse.
It's probably one that specifically popped up is specifically to get the promotional bonus from partnering with World of Tanks and or War Thunder.
Gallop.
Actually, I know there is for War Thunder because I saw a video talking about how apparently War Thunder's got a new collab and they freaking AI generated the collab skins.
God damn it.
Like they lost the Gemini watermark on the skins.
Oh,
Like, wow.
No.
They couldn't even be asked to erase the watermark.
Oh my god, I'm gonna...
Cringe. Cringe. They copied pasted the Abrams and then put that Gemini generator skin for it for your anime waifu gacha game crossover event. That'll be $200.
I just got an achievement. Ooh, that's a nice Audi. I just got an achievement and I got like the Xbox achievement logo thingy majingy.
So, how's everyone's week been?
Been awake. How has it been for you guys?
I would say mine has been somewhat hectic. Then again, part of that is
Wait
in
a
the idea
minute.
box.
Bolt having a hectic week? No way.
No way. Who am I and what have I
Jose.
done with him? Who am I and what have I done with him? For you see, I am not actually him.
Are you the imposter? Are you a dinner?
Among Us?
Maybe I
He's been replaced by a Belgian.
Damn.
Come on.
Damn.
Worse fate than death, honestly. Actually, no.
Say
Worse
what?
fate than death would be to be turned into a Frenchie.
yeah. British.
I mean, when you become British, you can shank people.
At least that, yeah, as a French, you just basically are like the worst thing that has happened to Europe.
Like yeah, if you're French, yeah, you're good doing revolutions, but you'd be useless in a world war.
Just ignore that France is historically very good at war, except for that one time.
Isn't
I call that
true?
propaganda.
Then they also kind of fuck up World War One.
No.
You know,
France
it's so funny because someone that knows history, I know that France is probably one of the nations that is fucking was throughout amazing when it comes to fighting and wars. But just because of a few fuck ups, everyone thinks France
they
is
fucked
shit
up
as
that
fuck.
that one time that
Where they weren't
became
supposed
like
to fuck
the only time that people give a shit about. It's all anyone remembers, and The Simpsons did not help.
Yeah, and it's so good for me as an Austrian because I simply can say, well, yeah, no, that.
Yeah, everyone points to them and forgets the fact that Austria spent the entire 20th century taking L's.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, and then
It
Germany
is the
took the
best
L's for
propaganda
Austria.
ever.
Yeah, and then when Austria did take it out, it got blamed on Germany.
Yeah, I tell you how it is. Austria is a beautiful country that is completely neutral, that never has done anything wrong.
Especially not in the 19 teens.
In
Really, yeah.
30s.
I like how I saw a summary one time of the Eastern Front of World War One, which is basically Russia attacks the Austrians panic and call the Germans for help. The Germans show up and beat the shit out of the Russians. Repeat ad nauseum.
Reading through Austrian-Hungarian history in World War One and like how they fought, it's the biggest nightmare. I swear to God. I mean, what do you expect if every single soldier speaks a different language and the highest ones are like the position that are like the fucking German-speaking ones, and they say like, ah yeah, go over there, and then they're like, what did he just say? I don't speak his language. Yeah, that's quite unlucky for a world war where you need.
Yeah, well, you need to communicate.
And at this point, there
What?
wasn't any word
No,
language.
you don't
so-
need to do that.
Communicating's for pussies.
Which is funny because nowadays, basically Austria is a mix of various nations, but they also can all speak German. So I guess we somehow reached the outcome, but by just being actually neutral. Anyways, we were at weeks.
Yeah, we were at weeks, but as per usual, we were doing the Roomba thing.
Yeah.
As per usual, we Roomba'd all over the thought.
Yep.
I mean, it's in the title, so it has to happen.
Well, not today, technically, because Roomba of SPAINSWEEP!
Yeah, because apparently currently, as we're doing this, the World Cup's going on, and apparently, Jimmy Gaming.
Yeah, they are now 4-0 against Saudi Arabia. And it's only the 50-minute mark that we're still
Wait, they're
waiting.
4-0 now!
Wait, they're 4-0?
When I joined in, you were saying how they got to 3!
Well,
Yeah, now they're 4.
so they scored a goal in the second part already.
Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ, already SOD as fuck.
We've officially reached 50 minutes and already 4 goals on the Spaniard side. Ah, beautiful.
Reconquista of the pitch.
Come on, we want the second one. We want the second World Cup, dude. I want that second star on the jerseys for Spain.
So wait, Bolt, did you even speak about your week yet, or were you just building it up? I don't remember anymore.
I said I have. My week was hectic, but part of it is in the idea box.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
So that's it? No, damn, bro. Should I
I will
continue
let-
with mine then?
Yeah, because I will only
Okay.
continue with mine once
Because
we
Yeah.
get to that point in the idea box.
mine is like anyways filled mostly with fucking World Cup stuff. I mean, I can yesterday actually wait what? Yes, yesterday was Saturday. Yesterday we did some barbecue, some grilling, you know, fucking tasty. Fucking love my barbecue. Fucking delicious. And yeah, now to the World Cup.
What have been
first of
some
all-
interesting matches that have happened during the World Cup, Mr. World Cup News? Mr.
Okay, look,
Worldwide?
first of all, I have to kiss my nation's forehead. Austria managed to play 3-1 against Jordan. To
Wait,
be
you
fair,
guys
one of
won
the goals.
3-1?
3-1 Jordan, yes.
Sheesh!
Yeah.
Okay,
So
pop
hey,
off.
let's fucking go. And thank God we needed this, because tomorrow we're going to play against fucking Messi. And you know, people would say he's now pretty old. I think he's around 38 years old. He's getting in slowly into his older years when it comes to football. No. The first Argentina match, he did all 3 goals.
Look, Messi might be my
All three
goat,
goals.
but he kind of washed.
I
Bro's
know what
playing,
Rima does.
bro's playing in Miami.
I mean, you have to be fair when it comes to club clubs, he doesn't give a fuck anymore apparently. But when it comes to the nation stage, holy fuck.
Isn't this Cristiano Ronaldo's last World Cup?
I mean, yeah, but the problem is he's playing with Portugal, and I mean Portugal has a few good players, but overall I would say that if you compare it to Argentina, for example, or Spain, no chance. No fucking chance. Which is sad, I guess, for Ronaldo, but that's what I guess what happens if a nation doesn't have like a well-balanced, strong team. So, what was a very interesting match? That also happened later. Spain against Cape Verde, which actually I don't want to point out it was a draw. No, there were no goals. But I want to especially say that the fucking goalkeeper of Cape Verde is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
that
look,
guy.
If we're seeing how Spain's handling Saudi Arabia, the fact that the Cabo Verde guy got, I think it was like 7 opportunities blocked.
Yeah, he got
pretty impressive.
was like it were fucking insane opportunities, and that he fucking held. And this guy, of course, is now fucking famous. I think that like he went from like 20k followers or something on I think it was Instagram to like I think around 2 million after that fucking football match. And if you actually Google his name, then you see a fucking animation of fucking a goalkeeper. Oh hell, it's fucking insane.
That's
so
funny.
I mean, yeah, it's quite nice. It's once again, I feel it makes me happy because look, it's a small nation. For them, this means a lot.
I know, like, I should be angry, like, Spain didn't win. But for a small nation to, like, hold their own against what is probably one of, if not the strongest nation in this World Cup, is pretty impressive.
Yeah. Fucking is. So, yeah, good on Cape Verde, by the way. I also have to mention a side note. FIFA, like, put up like those geographic like world map where they all like basically had the flags and pinpointed them on the fucking map. Apparently Cape Verde is in the middle of Brazil, according to FIFA.
What?
Okay. Yeah. Apparently, according to them, Cape Verde is in the middle of Brazil and not near the
I think
African.
that's right.
Just so you'll know, Cabo Verde is in Africa.
Yeah, it's a island. If I remember correctly, an island nation near the African coast.
It's an
it's
island off
absolutely not
West
Brazil.
Africa, I'm pretty sure.
Dude, we're in minute 56 and we're winning 4-0. What the fuck?
Gaming.
What? Hey Darius, did you know
Built
that this
different.
isn't, you know, fun fact, did you know that that's not the only 4-0 we've had today?
What do you? Oh, do we mean today? Oh wait.
Yeah,
in
no,
general?
Japan, no, today, specifically today for matches.
Oh yeah, Japan. Oh, Japan. Yeah.
Japan 4-0'd Tunisia.
Okay, look, Japan is also going fucking crazy because they I think it was last week also like tied with fucking Netherlands. Like Japan is completely in blue lock mode.
Japan is going through it. You know what it's happening? The people from the Japanese players watch too much Inazuma 11.
They have the
They
power
watch
of
too much
God
Inazuma
and
11.
anime on their side.
They watch too much Blue Lock too. They watch too much football anime. They just decided, let's fucking go. Good. Oh yeah, right. That was happening last Roomba. Germany against Curacao. However, it's correctly pronounced.
I think it's Curacao.
Or Curacao, yeah. They decided to do a Brazil 7-1. So yeah, that happened again.
Germany 7, Curacao 1. Yeesh.
Yeah, but to be fair, to Curacao
Tunisia
also,
is getting its ass handed to it because they also lost
oh yeah, right.
5-1 against Sweden.
Oh yeah, that was also insane.
Speaking of
fucking-
5-1 with Sweden.
Tunisia getting their ass handed to it like it's the Barbary Wars.
Hey Jimmy, speaking of 5-1 with Sweden.
Canada 6, Qatar 0. What?
Oof.
What? 6?
How's America doing?
America's
America's
US
doing
beat
good.
Australia 2-0.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
we beat Australia because there was some like idiot on Twitter who I hope was making a joke saying that's for Pearl Harbor.
Bro.
Okay.
That would be
Okay.
Japan, you idiot.
Yeah, most intelligent American.
But yeah, like your next opponent is going to be Turkey, so have fun.
Okay.
I mean, Turkey is.
I think we also beat. I think it was Paraguay because I saw a map that
Yeah,
was.
Paraguay.
It was two country. It was just captioned countries that now have to call it soccer.
Bruh.
Bro,
Oh wow, the Netherlands and Japan tied.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but also the last Netherlands match was a 5-1 against Sweden, by the way.
That's why I said.
They fucking-
That's why I said. Speaking of 5-1 with Sweden.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Wait, the
Netherlands
Netherlands
fucking
beat
go crazy.
5-1 to Sweden? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just like, okay. By the way, the US beat Paraguay 4-1 on their first match. Me.
Yeah, it's with the.
Darius, correct me if I'm wrong, but that put the Netherlands first in the group.
You
they were
are
in?
first in group.
Yeah, it
Yes.
should be first. Yeah, you're first.
Yeah, the one of the I know one of the stadiums is doing it at is like over vaguely near where I am. It shares a parking lot with Lay Local Amusement Park. The
Oh yeah,
one thing I
right,
saw
San
from that,
Francisco Bay.
yeah, San
Is it
Francisco
the
Bay
San
Area, yeah.
Francisco Bay? That's where Austria played, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. So I heard that apparently the local transit system, the light rail, set a new daily ridership record that day.
Nice.
I presume they were using the opportunity to run the full-length 3-car train sets that they can with their stations. Hopefully they were using a bit of the spare capacity. They have a section there with a third track, and hopefully they were using it to stage trains to help people get to and especially from the stadium once the match ended. I'm sure it's all the foreigners came to America like, holy shit, the Americans actually have a light rail system that stops right in front of the stadium? Holy shit! I thought I was coming to America!
Oh, don't
Some
worry.
shit
Coming to
going
America
on.
will be shipped out later.
Have unlimited tortilla chips at the Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, I mean all the international fans are going wild in the USA currently. Like I've also seen that like South Korea beat Mexico, but instead of being mad, the fucking South Koreans start to celebrate with the Mexicans and stuff. That was fucking generally heartwarming. Also,
Actually, let's talk about it now. Boston.
yes.
Yeah, Boston. The Scots, the Tartan Army, is apparently they've all camped out in Boston, and they proceeded to drink all of the beer in Boston.
That's yeah.
As you
Okay,
do.
that makes sense.
Yeah, they drank all of the beer in Boston. They also not only drank all the bars out of all their beer, they drank the distributor out of all their beer. So the distributor was out of beer as well. And apparently, well, I say out of beer. One of them specifically says the only thing that had left was Bud Light.
Ew.
Yeah, so it's over. So basically it's over. What
So yeah, they were out of
now.
beer. They were out of beer.
They're out of here.
Yeah, they were out of beer.
They also had, they did their big parties at like the local parks, except because they're Scotland and not Americans. The local city workers are like, yeah, despite there was like a 2,000 person drunk party here last night, there's like not even like more than like the normal litter that we'd expect. It's like it's clean. They cleaned up after themselves.
Good Scots.
Yeah, that's what people do.
As
now.
the Scots
Also,
should.
that's also what I have to mention. The Japanese fans, every time after a match, they clean up the entire stadium.
Yeah.
Which is also, I guess, culturally,
Based.
they should do it, and it's also
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
Yeah. The other thing the Tartan Army's done apparently, is they did the running gag. Apparently, it's a running gag in Glasgow, where they just put traffic cones on the heads of all the statues.
Based. Based.
So they've been doing
Yeah,
that.
it's beautiful. I must say the World Cup is, at least from like the social thing, going far more well than I thought at the start. Honestly,
Yep.
I do
Apart from
have
a
to
slight
mention.
hiccup, it's been generally pretty good.
Yeah, and I do now have to talk about Haaland, the fucking monster Viking.
Oh
This
yeah,
guy,
Norway's they're first in their group.
4-1 against Iraq. Yes. And there have been no pictures or like memes sent around like the fucking international like fucking fan base of like there's like a picture where Haaland, because Haaland runs a certain way. He like leans forward and like basically lifts up both of his arms like the entire time.
I've seen this
Like, he
picture.
Yeah. So like people say now that, bro, nobody is going to try to score a goal against that guy if he runs to you like this. Yeah, it's fucking insane, and you must think he's fucking tall, and he fucking runs giga fast. So yeah,
He's bent over like he's doing the Naruto run.
yeah, it's like fucking insane. Was the else? I mean, France was pretty good. Argentina did also well. Sadly, England does well, but yeah, it's England. Sadly.
No. What I hope happens is I hope England does well enough that they end up fighting Germany, and then Germany annihilates them.
Mood.
Specifically because I know that would annoy the shit out of the British football hooligans.
Yep.
That would probably be it would be fucking catastrophe for them.
Because if you're not aware, the go-to like chant that the English fans have whenever they play against Germany is 2 world wars and 1 World Cup.
That's so fucking stupid, dog.
Because apparently the only time they've ever won the World Cup was against Germany.
Yes, it was. But hey, Germany in total won 4 in total. So hey. But yeah, let's see. I mean, that would be a fucking dream match, especially if they lose.
The other option is if they stay in it long enough, England will have to play America on the 4th of July. That is a distinct possibility of something that could happen. And either way, whoever wins, it'll be funny.
Yeah, both outcomes.
Both outcomes will make someone baby mad.
Honestly,
Yeah,
both,
I especially
honestly,
wonder
both
who-
outcomes would be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the same time.
Yeah,
England
exactly.
fights the US on the 4th of July, wins, then gets against Germany, and they get their asses handed to them.
Oh yeah, if
Like-
both happen, that'd be perfect. That'd be peak funny. Because the thing is, if England loses, it'd be funny. But at the same time, if America loses, they don't want to be upset because it's the 4th of July, because Americans don't give a shit about soccer.
Yeah, they really don't give a fuck about football.
Yeah, the only people who would actually be upset about it would be like Fox News.
Probably, yeah. I mean, I just love how like
And Fox
I
News being
there was,
upset
like,
is always a win.
There was like a fucking someone said a stupid sentence of like the Super Bowl is bigger than the fucking World Cup, and I believe at this point they've realized, yeah, if you have so many international fans going over to America and doing whatever the fuck they want to, yeah, I don't know, but I would say the World Cup is quite bigger.
Yeah, I should mention the local stadium. They hosted a Super Bowl, and yeah, the local ridership for transit stuff was, smaller than, World Cup.
Yeah, of course.
Both because more people are here, and also because, the Europeans and people from Asia are like, ooh, cool, transit. I'm gonna take the train. Or the bus.
Yeah.
They get to experience the shitty American buses.
Bro, I swear
'Cause-
to God, also what I've seen, a fucking European finding the fucking American Fanta and being fucking like having a heart attack nearly. Like, what the fuck is this? Why is it so orange?
What?
Your Fanta,
The
it's
American
orange as
Fanta.
fuck.
Oh, Fanta. I heard thunder.
Ah, yeah, that.
It's
But that
genuinely
Fanta.
American Fanta is a disgrace to God.
It's a fantasy.
Scary.
No,
Yeah, it's scary.
I don't like it.
I've seen there's definitely been some people having fun, and like some tourism people having fun. Uh, Generally, good to see people have been having a good time. That's always
Yeah,
good.
especially the Norwegians who are keep rowing.
Of course, they're doing
They
that.
they literally sit on the fucking ground and keep rowing. I think they also did that with an what's it called? It's not an elevator. It's like the steps that slowly go up or down. The
Escalator.
automated one.
Escalators.
Escalator. Yeah, they also did that on the
Escalator
fucking
operator.
escalator. They're rowing. That just go crazy. Yeah, currently it's very beautiful. Of course, for example, the Turkish fans, they are out. But oh yeah, by the way, the only two nations that are currently out of the World Cup are Haiti and Turkey. Currently, the rest still all have it. But yeah, Turkey is heartbroken. I've seen many videos of like fucking Turkish fans fucking being depressed as fuck. The fact that they have an Italian coach. They have cursed his name like I believe 50 times. They cursed the entire nation also. Yeah, they are going obliteration mode. As expected by the
They're
Turkish.
pretty mad.
They are very emotional. But yeah, let's see how it continues on. I hope that it's going to be more fun and also a bit more
Unpredictable.
results. And may God pray to me that fucking tomorrow when Austria plays against Argentina, that not the hand of God returns. Let's fucking hope. Messi is already enough. I don't need the hand of God. Please.
Don't bring Maradona into this shit, dude. Bro, here come the
either
fucking
way-
ancient gods of football.
Yeah, the ancient gods of football. Let's go. No, let's throw even in Pile.
But that's Brazil!
I know.
You're going to Brazil.
Why are you talking about Pelé? Leave Pelé alone, dog. Look, if we're bringing goats to football, bring Casillas back. That's all I'm asking.
Oh yeah. Wait, what was his name?
What?
Sedin? The French, Sedin?
Iker Casillas, one of the greatest goalkeepers.
No,
of all time.
I know. I was talking about another one, like Sedin. What?
Zinedine Zidane.
Yes, the guy that had putted someone in the chest. Straight up.
The one that was for a while the coach of the Madrid. I think he still is. I don't remember.
Either way, let's fucking go. I mean, if Austria loses, I will be not mad because honestly, we're playing against Argentina, and it's already
Argentina's
historic
gonna be
that
a little difficult to win.
Yeah.
But it would be cool. It would be mad cool if they
it
did.
would be insane. But once again, it's already cool and historic that they've played against Argentina, especially while still Messi was there. I liked it still. But yeah, that is, I think, all of my week. Yeah, I've lately decided also to get quite delusional in the later hours, and I don't need my other delusion.
You know the
I
funny
shall
thing,
start-
Darius? This wasn't
Yes.
just your week, it was also just news on the World Cup.
Yeah, we
But
covered that at the
basically-
same time.
To be fair, the World Cup is currently my life. It's currently my fucking life.
You know what? Fair enough.
What I want to say, lately I decided to get a bit more delusional in my late hours. I started to talk a lot about Book of the Beppo, which
About what?
is apparently a book that I did it to you. I said like not even the Book of the Beppo is going to get out of Odyssey or something. If I remember correctly, Book of the Beppo is an American-Italian restaurant, but the name is so fucking funny that it sticks to me. It's so
Okay.
fucking. Yeah, that's also the same response you made yesterday.
Meep is just like, okay.
No, like he sees my absolute unhinged side where I just imagine words, I just create them. And there's not even a context. Like that it's basically just the Bible if the Bible wouldn't make sense. And it would be filled with
The
nonsense.
Bible. Oh, Bible. It says the Bible.
Bible.
You dare question the words of the mighty Jimmy?
Jimmy the Almighty?
Me? What? What's so funny?
I was just thinking, like, when you said me, like that one fucking meme where, like, that's the guy that points to himself and he's
Yeah,
like, shocked
Ross.
by me?
Ross from Friends. I know exactly what pose you're doing because I was doing it
Yeah.
as you said it. Hold on. I'm scaring my camera on Discord.
Me?
Me?
Okay, so which week is next? I'm done with mine.
Fine.
Alright, Meep. You're
My week. I mean, for the most part, it was standard. It was had the 19th off because it's a holiday.
No.
Yeah, it's Juneteenth, which is if I remember right, it's the anniversary of the last American slaves being informed of the Emancipation Proclamation,
Nice.
which ended slavery.
Oh.
Ended slavery, asterisk.
Asterisk. Yeah.
And then we amended the Constitution to end slavery, asterisk.
And then Ronald Reagan came by.
Then went to the farmer's market yesterday. There was a place selling, what's the name of the thing? It's like the French, like, pastry thing.
Croissants?
No, not croissants.
Macarons?
No, it's like the kind of like a French donut. Covered in,
What?
like, powdered sugar.
Huh.
I don't know. They were tasty. That's the important thing.
Yeah, your week, mate?
Was that it?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, nothing else really occurred, so yeah.
Fair enough, I suppose. So I'm going to assume Bolt wants to wait for this week.
Yes, idea box. We have places in the into the
Okay,
idea
guess I'm
box,
not
so-
part of the weeks.
Well, it's more he has some specific stuff about his week that he's saving for the idea box, I think.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. No, it's my turn. My uncle's birthday was this week. We went out today to eat, to celebrate it. So that was fun. Aside from that, it's mostly just been, the grind. TM. Tomorrow... The grind! Tomorrow is my last day at my internship. I'm a little sad. I enjoyed my time working in the internship. It was a fun time. I think they were happy with me. I hope they were happy with me. I talked about potentially coming back next year and work for them again.
That also
That's
means
good.
you finally have obtained freedom.
Yeah, which you know what that means, guys? Do you want to know what that means?
24-hour streams.
12-hour streams back on the Baylite, baby! Oh, and yeah, 10th of July, 24-hour stream for Power World 1.0.
Naturally.
Come on, Miles and Amy are gonna be there. If anyone else wants to join on VC or if we need
I-
the game while we do
I-
things.
Given the day, I think I could be able to make it.
Hell yeah, more people.
What day is it even?
10th of
Friday.
July.
Friday.
Mhm.
But yeah, aside from that, it's mostly like I've been trying to catch. There's a couple of kittens in a place we work, like actual kittens, not like cats. There's a lot of cats as well. We've been trying to catch one to get to my uncle, and but if we can't catch it by next week, we're probably gonna have to look for another cat for him, which is Plan B, which kind of sucks because the cat we've looked for him is adorable.
Oh yeah, cat.
Yeah, I talked to one of my workmates. I have her phone number in case she ever catches it, like this week. So, you know, I'm hoping we catch it and give it a new home.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of a new hope, a new home.
Mm-hmm. The cat distribution system.
Yep. And it's in full force.
Yep.
Yummers. Yummers.
Yumsy yumsy.
But yeah,
Wow,
it's
wow,
like with... I think, was it this week there is that we finished PMD2?
Yes.
Yeah, we
It
finished
was this
Pokemon
week.
Mission Engine 2. I also finished Super Mario 64 with Amy. We did 120 stars. I did Eureka with Mimic and company. We did that in like an hour and a half. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, PMD2 finally ended. It was quite an experience,
Yep.
and quite a lot of memes have been born out of it.
And characters.
Yes, that too.
The Spinda.
The one, the only.
It is the spin.
It's the Spinda, yeah.
Yeah, my brain is once again nearly shutting down.
Then when you shut you down.
Points at Darius. Gooner.
Oh, I'm a Gooner, alright. I am in Diamond Rank.
Diamond rank Gooner. Ranked Gooning. Oh no.
Yeah, apparently, actually, what I've realized lately, I've recently not met, what? I've talked again with a person I know from like a few years back, and they are, if I'm Diamond Rank, they're Challenger, which basically means Challenger means basically top, like on the top of the rank, so I guess that's good to know.
Professional Gooner.
They are very professional.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Don't know if that's a good thing. Slams into the
don't-
barricade.
I don't know, guys. I don't think that's a good thing.
No, life is life. There never is enough gooning, you know.
If you say so.
Whatever boats your float, buddy.
You shall all quote me on this. Gooning is vital to life and the universe.
It's vital to the economy, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that whoa, whoa, that absolutely.
Oh yeah, guys, look at my Hot Wheels America car.
What the hell's that sound I'm hearing? It's from outside my house. It's like there's like a sound outside the house that's weird.
Is it a doodle suck?
A what?
Oh wait, I said it in
Pipe in
German.
bag.
What is it called?
What do you guys think?
Yeah,
of my,
yeah, bagpipes.
No.
There's what do you think of my Hot Wheels car?
It's really
Hold
hard.
on.
Mouth. I like how Paul was able to translate it even though I said in German.
It's my dad spraying out the barbecue with a hose outside my window.
That's funny.
Oh.
Anyway. We did Darius' week, did my week, Bolt's week's on hold, and Jimmy did his week, so does that mean it's idea box?
Yep.
Alright. Jimmy. Shiny locking is stupid.
Yes, yes it is. So, has anyone ever heard of the term?
Yes.
Well aware.
I assume because it has lock in it, it's a Nuzlocke, but it's with shinies.
No. Okay.
No.
So, for explanation,
Okay, this is
no, wait. Let me explain since I'm the one that brought the term up. Shiny locking is it's hard locking a Pokemon in a Pokemon game to make it impossible to get shiny. So no matter how much you try to shiny hunt it, you cannot physically get a shiny Pokemon of that. With that method.
In the specific encounter.
Say for example, the Legend Pokemons. You cannot shiny hunt Zekrom, you cannot shiny hunt Reshiram, you cannot shiny hunt Victini. You cannot shiny hunt any of those three, for example. A more egregious case...
Is Kiram also shiny locked?
Pretty sure yes. Pretty sure it's
'Cause
starting
fuck
Gen
you.
5 with all of the with all of the legendaries. In Gen 9, they also shiny locked, for example, the starters.
I think they also did that in Gen 8.
Yes, but I remember more
Cringe.
I remember Gen 9 because I remember having to shiny hunt for Sprigatito.
So you just can get that shiny?
You
like
cannot get that
anyway,
shiny
or?
through... No. You cannot, for example, legendaries, you cannot... because you can only get one of a certain legendary, you cannot get a shiny legendary unless you get an event of it. That just flat out gives you a legendary shiny. Or... sorry. You go to a different game to shiny hunt for it, which is also kind of stupid. Because what if you want to use it for a specific game?
Yeah.
I forgot I made a real. Whatever. Anyway. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. I hate it. So much. Who thought it was a good idea?
Someone at Nintendo.
Someone on Nintendo.
Famously consumer-friendly company, Nintendo.
Why should they get those shinies? Why should they get it for... No, they won't. They won't, no.
Just
Why
kind of
would we-
stupid.
why would we do that?
I just don't like the concept of shiny locking.
It honestly, like, it really sounds just like that some guy at Nintendo literally just want to rage bait a fan. Because it makes so zero sense that it only can make sense if some guy enjoyed the fact that it was a rage bait. And just wanted people to like get fucking crazy about it. That's the only explanation probably. Which is cringe. If that actually is the real reason.
Incredibly cringe. But yeah, it's stupid. I hate it.
Agree more.
And there's probably gonna be more.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Cringe.
Very.
Next up. London.
London.
Alright,
Yes.
City of
Who
Rain.
now?
This is not about shanking, surprisingly.
Surprise Pikachu face.
This is actually a rather Czech story. So a London neighborhood and their local tube station had a persistent flooding problem for like several decades. And the government's thrown a whole bunch of money at trying to solve the problem, and it hasn't worked. However, they finally found a solution. They reintroduced beavers to a local park.
Okay.
And the beavers built beaver dams, and that fixed it.
That's funny.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, that's what
Yeah.
beavers do, you know.
Yep. The beavers heard flowing water and went, "Oh no, you fucking didn't!" And they put a stop to that right away. It's like how the Czechs they were trying to build a dam somewhere for like decades, and then like beavers moved in and built it like in a week.
That's funny.
Because beavers don't need to pull permits.
Luckily,
They have nature's permit.
Yep. Next up, Italian man.
Okay. What did Italian man do?
An Italian man this week was reunited with his moped that was stolen from him 42 years ago.
Oh shit.
The police found it by complete chance during a routine traffic stop, realized it was stolen, and contacted the guy and returned it to its original owner. And it's apparently still in good condition.
So whoever
go.
stole
So
it,
he yeah.
took care of it.
Well, the person who had it like bought it from someone else and didn't even realize it had been stolen. He assumed it was just a moped someone was selling. It's probably changed hands several times because it's been 42 years. But the guy, the moped's proper owner's like, yeah, I'm gonna fix it up a little. It needs a little bit of work, but yeah, I'm gonna use it again because it still works. Hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
Next up, we're going back to Alaska, where we
Famous
remember
for
how
being
Ken
bigger than Texas.
Yes, and for having one of the largest airport connection hubs.
With who?
Because globe. Ken Paxton, the senator in Alaska who had the challenger, Ken Paxton, not to confuse with Ken Paxton, the former mayor of Anchorage, or Ken Paxton, the attorney general of Texas. There's a lot of Ken Paxtons apparently. Anyway, the challenger, Ken Paxton, got kicked off the ballot because the incumbent Ken Paxton convinced a court that he was basically a fake candidate who was there just to confuse people. Cringe.
Kinda cringe.
Very.
Yeah. Anyway, so Trump had his big UFC fight on the White House lawn. Yes, he did fall asleep during it. But the FBI reported that they successfully thwarted a scheme to attack the Trump UFC event with drones.
Can I just press X it out on that one?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's real, maybe it's not. I don't know. They said they did it. But, this administration is famously trustworthy, so.
yeah.
Though, given the fact they're not trying to, push this as a big thing, I'm willing to believe it may have actually been real. And not something they just made up to push a narrative. Anyway. We've previously mentioned, I'm sure, that the NAACP is suing XAI, aka Grok. They're suing them for a bunch of unlicensed gas turbine generators, belching heat and pollution and noise and vibrations for their data centers.
Mm-hmm.
That the number of unlicensed gas turbines has risen to 57.
Jesus.
And the U.S. Department of Justice has moved in to support XAI in this lawsuit, saying that keeping the data centers online is a matter of national and economic security. And I'm sure definitely nothing to do with political reasons.
Oh.
By the way, it's 5 mil now. It's 5-0.
Oh my god.
Wait, 5-2?
5-0
5-0.
5-0.
for Spain. Ah, wait, but that goal is actually being checked by the virtual
We'll
fucking
have to
referee.
see. We'll have to see. If it is 5-0 though, holy shit.
In other news, off Cape Cod, which is Massachusetts, they spotted a humpback whale that was tangled in a bunch of fishing equipment, and rescuers sailed out and cut the whale free, and it swam off.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Nice.
Scottish World Cup fans drink all the beer in Boston. Yeah, we covered that. That's just funny. I think the best bit is the bit where it mentioned that the only thing they had left was Bud Light. I'm pretty sure that's one of the fans mentioned it who was being interviewed. It was great. Absolute cinema. CVS Pharmacy, which is a pharmacy chain in the United States, has announced that several of their store brand medications will be shifting from plastic to aluminum bottles.
Is that good?
Because I guess apparently aluminum is more recyclable.
I guess. Okay. I can be bought on. I can be sold on that.
Mm-hmm. Next up, a 1,200-year-old oak tree linked to the legend of Robin Hood, in England, was confirmed by the forest caretakers to have died over the winter, as it has failed to sprout leaves this year. I mean, it's a 1,200-year-old tree, which has apparently been struggling for several years now, with the caretakers having set up a series of poles and cables to help it hold up its branches. It's noted in the article I read that the fact it's like a famous tree likely contributed to its decline, because it's been a tourist site for like a couple hundred years, and that many people constantly walking around it compacted the dirt around the roots and basically made it so it was harder for it to get water and like strangled the roots. It was fenced off a couple decades ago to try and protect it, but damage had been done.
It was too late.
Because it's been a tour site for a couple hundred years, so that's sad.
Yeah, it's sad.
In other there's been a lot of British news this week. A group of British archaeologists discovered a 5,000-year-old structure that they describe as a prototype Stonehenge.
Oh, wait, that's big.
Yeah, 5 kilometers from Stonehenge. I mean, it's a much less impressive structure, but it is the oldest known solstice-aligned structure in the region, meaning that it is constructed to align with the summer and winter solstices, where the sun is.
Yeah.
This structure was basically a fairly basic ritual ground with a pair of large wooden poles that were positioned to align with the summer and winter solstices. The poles being long gone by this point, but the holes that were dug for the poles were identified, as well as a couple other things in the area. I mean, this location is 5 kilometers from Stonehenge. Mm-hmm. And they dated the site, and it roughly aligns with the earliest stages of construction of Stonehenge, and 500 years about before the big giant stone structures around Stonehenge were erected, those being the stones that are actually aligned with the solstice.
Oh, neat.
Thus being the quote-unquote prototype.
Oh my god, in Jimmy's stream, Oshinoko opening just started. Oh my god.
Let's wait for the ads to end and then bolt.
Yes. I don't even know when the ads have ended.
10 seconds. Alright, Bolt. The true move.
Right. So, uh, yeah, I moved. My third shirt, I moved.
He likes to move it, move it.
I moved supposed where I live at, and oh, it was quite the busy time. I had to put everything in boxes, making sure that nothing would be damaged along the way. And even today, I also had to get one small, what is like a small shelf that has smaller levels in beneath. But on top, would I put an oven alongside that an air fryer to have options for when I want to eat warm stuff. But it was quite busy. Even I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I think we were busy trying to get the internet connection working. Turns out we installed it correctly, but I still could not access the internet. Now, why? Turns out the router had to be patched.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Always be sure to frequently patch your router and your modem for security reasons. Be sure to do that.
Yes. So with the fact that I now have set up a small studio, I have an actual apartment. Yes, that I have a living room and I'm now taking my bedroom. That does mean that I also have to make new costs now, so that's going to be something.
Yeah.
But that's why it has been hectic on my end.
Fair enough, then, yeah.
Last night was the first night that I slept here as well, so oof. It does help that in my case the sun rises on my window, so by the time it's fully daytime, the sun is no longer baking on my room. That helps. But it does mean that. Yes, it does. On the flip side, in the morning my eyes might hurt if I have my windows open. Which in my bedroom I don't. I have curtains, but in the living room I have to wait for a moment. Which means once I go to the living room in each morning, I have to make sure that my eyes are ready for it. Otherwise, ow, my eyes.
That one SpongeBob meme. My eyes! My eyes!
Boom, 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 my eyes.
Yeah. But yeah, that has been that, and a few couple of smaller things like getting a small pass to be able to get rid of garbage because I need that for the area where I'm at, and just a few smaller things like having one of my floor warmers still set on maintenance when it shouldn't be anymore. Oops.
Damn.
But it's just a bit of the smaller things that's still left. That'll just go as it does.
That fucking stinks, dog.
But yeah, that's the true move.
But you
The true move.
But you have moved.
Right. Let's see, what's next? Do you want to do that part next, Meep, or do you want to skip it?
Give me a quick moment.
Oh yeah, wait, by the way, the match is now over for Spain. Sadly, the goal didn't count. It was offside. So it's 4-0.
Damn.
Oh well.
Don't. Oh well, 4-0 still pretty good.
Yeah, still amazing.
Alright, so as we mentioned previously, Trump had the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool repainted. Hasn't gone very well. So first of all, had the brilliant blue American flag blue pool had a massive algae bloom, turning it a sickly green. In fact, greener than the grass next to it. I watched a video from a guy who's a pool expert talking about this. He said that's not entirely uncommon for stuff like that. It's just, embarrassing. But still funny.
Very.
The funnier thing is, that American flag blue paint?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's coming off.
you-
It's coming off in rather large chunks. Like multiple, like, foot square chunks. Which said pool expert whose video I watched said that most likely one of two things happened, or both. One, the surface wasn't prepared properly. Or two, the high groundwater in the region caused negative hydrostatic pressure. It basically just pushed the coating off of the surface, and then once water got under it, the whole thing's ruined. Though, should be mentioned, his analysis assumed this was pool coating. People have analyzed the material. It wasn't pool coating.
Oh
Was it?
no.
The fuck was it then?
It was stuff that's meant to be used for... It's a spray-on lining for pickup truck beds.
I mean, I didn't know the people like to chill in water.
Thank you, Bolt.
That was Jimmy,
That was me.
I believe.
Oh, that was you. Thank you. And then it gets better. Because obviously, the redoing the pool was a no-bid contract given to one of Lake Trump's buddies. So it turns out, he also gave a no-bid contract to one of his buddies for a cleaning system for the water. To, make sure there wasn't an algae bloom, and then the algae bloom happened. Want to know what the name of that company was?
Go on.
What was it?
You might want to have the soundbite ready again, because it was Green Water Services.
They did what they promised.
Yep. That company is owned by a holding company that's owned by one of Trump's neighbors, longtime donor, early Trump supporter, and who was previously involved in a corruption scandal. Not with the president, but still. Then tourists have begun picking bits of that coating out of the water, taking them as souvenirs. To which Trump responded by ordering the people who do that arrested for vandalism. He did that via Truth Social post. And I haven't been able to look into this because I saw it this morning, a headline type thing. Apparently he deployed the fucking National Guard to the reflecting pool to stop people from taking bits of the liner out.
So they already need the National Guard to handle something like that. That's fucking
He
insane,
couldn't
by the way.
couldn't be asked to send the National Guard to the January 6th incident, but people picking contamination out of the water of the reflecting pool because it makes him look bad. No, that has to have the National Guard immediately.
Sure.
Just
Bruh.
yeah. Bray.
Bruh.
Bray.
Bruh. Just bruh.
Ray.
Also, the other thing that happened is apparently someone did something to the grass outside the Washington Monument to make it say I think it's 8647 is it, which is the barroom code for remove and then the presidential number for Trump, which reminders he'd previously had the DOJ investigate some important guy for posting some seashells or anything like that, claiming it was a threat on his life. So the Trump had the Park Service like paint over the markings, and then the paint faded, so now it's even more obvious that it's in the grass. Ugh.
Just insane that they can't even handle managing a fucking pool. By the way,
He's a real estate magnate doing business. He's a businessman doing business.
I swear to God, if you would have just placed a few Austrians to that pool, they would have managed it easily because we do have a lot of fucking home pools around here.
Oh, they have a bunch of home pools in America. The problem is
Then what the fuck?
he handed it to his best buddy in a no-bid contract, just so it's literally just corruption.
Blatant into that.
At least if it would be like well done service in corruption, but it isn't. That's not. It's like the worst of the worst. Man, fuck this shit, bro.
It's just stupid.
Yeah. Bolt, do you have a wallpaper engine PSA?
Yes, I do. I'm pretty sure most of you guys, I'm pretty sure everyone here knows what wallpaper engine is.
No.
Elaborate.
It's quite a name, but just in case for those who don't.
Me!
It's
What the fuck
basically
is a
something on-
wallpaper engine?
It's basically something on Steam that you can use to, have custom wallpapers, be it moving or images or what have you. Yes, it's quite literally the name. An engine for wallpapers for your system. Fun.
Okay.
To be fair, I thought that was like already like common knowledge that wallpaper engine is like a thing. But okay.
I've never used wallpaper engine in my life. Like,
I've heard the name.
Still like heard of it, I guess.
I pick my I was about to say fucking thumbnail. I pick my PC wallpaper basically day one, and if I don't like it, I die.
I own wallpaper engine and lately I don't even use it. I have the standard Windows 11, like it switches always to a different nature picture or something. The only reason why I keep it is because I like discover new things and it's fucking amazing.
Alright. Anyway, I have a PSA for you if you're still using it.
Don't.
It has many different things. Like, you have things like there's still images, you have moving things, and they also have a branch that are interactive. You can click stuff on it while it's in the background, or what have you, to really have it more special, if you will. Well, as you could guess, someone decided to ruin the fun a bit and decided to put malicious stuff in those wallpapers. So if you would download it, then it would get malware and other stuff install a backdoor to essentially steal stuff.
Fun.
Of course.
And you want to know what they use for a thumbnail for that?
AI generated slop.
No.
Porn?
No.
The what?
They did use anime girls, but just normal.
Just okay. Safe
Yeah.
for work anime girls.
Yep. Tens of thousands of people had fallen for that because, oh, look at that, it's anime, that's funny. So if you're planning to use wallpaper engine, just stay away from the interactive ones. Steam is actively trying to get rid of the harmful ones, but as you could guess, you'd get rid of one, a bunch more show up to take its place.
Yeah.
So
like
if you're planning to use, so as a general rule of thumb, just don't do anything that has it, and just stay away from anything unless you know for sure it's safe.
Okay.
And speaking of things that are bad, I have another PSA, but this time regarding YouTube. Yep, YouTube decides to fuck it up again. What a surprise. So,
Surprise Pikachu.
So, we all know how sharing links with YouTube, right? With videos that we have it from channel to channel, things like that. It just provides the YouTube link and then a 7-digit code or what have you to have that be the direct, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I want you all to take a guess. They added something that would extend the link after a question mark. That specific thing does something if you're not careful. Well,
Yeah,
indirectly,
it-
but it does that.
Malicious code injection.
No, because it's a link is generated, so it's not that.
Doesn't it have something to do with AI?
No.
Whack.
Okay. That's wild one.
Right.
Uh,
So, I will do that. After a certain link, like after the question mark in the link, a specific string would show you where the channel originated from, who sent the original link.
Mm-hmm.
Which means if you happen to have in your handle something that is, say, sensitive information, yes, you can see where that's going. Yes? It can enter
Ah.
docs.
He can what now?
If you're not careful and you have personal information on your channel, be it name or something like that, the link that shows could be used to, in essence, dox yourself.
Wait, so if you're the one sharing it, it would include that, or if it's your video being shared, it could include that.
It's whenever you share it. It is an option to toggle it on or off, and I believe it is on by default, so make sure you toggle that off.
That's
Otherwise,
very good
you
to
may
know.
end up accidentally doxing yourself if you happen to have sensitive information in your channels anywhere on your channel. So please be careful out there, please.
Fair enough.
That's really it for the two PSAs. Just careful around the website. Just careful on the internet. But hey, that's such a simple concept.
Yeah, it's such a simple concept, yet we are.
It's so simple, yet everyone is always struggling. It's kind of hard to believe that a lot of people don't understand the first rule of the internet. Don't click suspicious links.
Where would that setting be in order to turn it off?
I believe it was under privacy. Because it would not make sense for it to be anywhere else.
I don't see it there.
Yeah, I'm also looking. It could also possibly be that they handpick people one by one, so...
Yep. The point is cringe.
Yep.
Anyway. We're already there. It's Meeps of War news segment.
Yeah, this is gonna be. I feel like this is gonna be a shorter Roomba.
Yeah, this is a pretty short Roomba. Alright. So, Russia has begun rationing gasoline in St. Petersburg and Moscow.
Yikes!
Oh my god.
Certified oof.
Honestly, certified that had it coming. Unfortunately.
Yes. Definitely they had it coming, but still, Petro State rationing gasoline. That's a big oof. Are we winning yet, Putin? Are we winning? Are you winning, Putin? I don't think he's winning.
I don't think there's winning either.
Uh, yeah. Don't really know what else to say on it other than just yeah.
Yikes.
Certified yikes from me, dog. Uh, the UK boarded a loaded Russian Shadow Fleet tanker in the English Channel. And went, yo, I need papers, please.
Papers, please. Dun, dun.
God fucking damn it. I hate Darius. I hope you know I hate you. I fucking knew you were going to do that. I knew you specifically would fucking do that.
Zelensky this week continued to be the absolute troll that he is. Posted a printout, posted a photo of himself with a printout, which he was showing to camera, which is of what is allegedly Ukrainian intelligence has achieved an internal Russian data that's not published on what Russia estimates Putin's popularity actually is. And then the document Zelensky had claimed it was down to 55%.
Just 55? Actually, no. Sorry, just no. 55%?
Yes.
That much?
Now, keep in mind that Russia is heavily propagandized, for one. And for two, Putin has spent many years cultivating a rather extensive cult of personality. And third, in Russia, dissent is effectively criminal. And yet, 45% were willing to tell Russian pollsters that they do not approve of the glorious leader, and 33% were willing to tell pollsters that they actively disapprove. Reminder, Russia adjusted its pollstering a while back to make it so the pollster physically goes to your house and asks.
Yeah, so they can pull off a Makarov and shoot you if you say no.
Yes. Exactly. They'll pull the Makarov and say, go to Gulag. And despite all of that, the approval is down to only 55%. So, yeah. I feel that may have changed though since then because Ukraine they did the. It's so good. I just realized I put it in here twice. Ukraine did a massive drone attack on Moscow this week, where they successfully hit the Moscow oil refinery, which is located a whopping 15 kilometers from the Kremlin, well within Moscow's air defenses, and devastated the oil refinery, including, I've got a picture, a picture of the, what went viral of one of the hits that occurred. I'm gonna put in images. This is specifically a, meme hold on. Workplace. Copy image copied, idea box, images. Paste. Work, damn it! There we go. Take a look in images.
I want to.
The lid of one of the oil storage tanks got turret tossed. Just wholesale flung into the air. There have been. That's one of the memes of it. Another meme I saw was someone photoshopped how Russian war bloggers will be trying to spin this image, and it's They Photoshop like it's Putin in armor holding it like a shield. There's been a bunch of memes of that. But I think the best part though is I didn't realize this initially, but apparently that image, which Jimmy, if you could put the first one on the stream so the chat can see it. The I want to believe one.
Lit. This is lit, yo.
That technically wasn't even Ukraine that did that.
What?
Because apparently it wasn't a Ukrainian drone that hit it. It was a Russian surface-to-air missile that chased a drone too far.
Oh my god.
So technically, Russia did that to itself. Technically.
Brilliant. Absolutely fucking brilliant. Hold on.
It's technically the most useless form of technically, but it is technically. Which is, hilarious.
There we go.
Yeah. In totally unrelated news, Russia is looking to import fuel by sea to address its shortfalls.
Russia's fucked.
Yes. In other news, a Russian political cartoonist critical of Putin and Lukashenko, who was living in Poland, was fucking murdered. He was just shot like 5 times. The suspects were arrested attempting to flee to the local Belarusian consulate. I wonder who could possibly be responsible for this. That said, don't feel too bad for the guy. Apparently, he's on Ukraine's list of people who have commit crimes against Ukrainian national security. So, like...
Oh, damn.
Guy was just an ass, I guess. I mean, he hated Putin and Lukashenko, which is a win, but apparently, he was a baddie to Ukraine, so that's an L.
Well, he got what he deserved, apparently, then.
Either way, Russia murdered someone in a NATO country. We'll see how that happens. And it was Poland, who famously doesn't like Russia very much. In other news, Belgium was set to send Ukraine a quartet for F-16s that were like not flyable. They were parts Hulks, basically. Belgium announced that they're adding to this 3 additional F-16s, which are actually airworthy. So 3 new planes.
Nice.
They've also said that once Belgium has also said that once they get their F-35s, they will consider sending all of their F-16 fleet to Ukraine.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. In other news, the BBC published an investigation they did into a series of arson attacks against the UK Prime Minister and some others. And basically said, yeah, Russia did that. Specifically, a Russian agent as the mastermind behind getting a bunch of people to firebomb stuff. Because it's basically he paid people to do it. Yeah. Ukraine this week unveiled a new missile, which they call the DART, which I think is an acronym. But basically, what makes this missile special is it is air-launched by balloon.
What?
Okay.
They hook this missile up to a balloon, which pulls the missile up into the stratosphere from which it launches.
That's funny, but that's also kind of cool.
Yeah. Ukraine's been doing something similar with some of its drones, where they basically attach them to balloons to haul them into the air to extend their range. So basically, instead of having to have a giant launch motor, which is expensive and loud and is, a visible launch, especially for a large missile that requires significant infrastructure, which is identifiable and bombable. But if you just hook it up to a balloon, like you just drive out in the middle of nowhere and then just launch a balloon.
And just imagine someone being like, "What is a balloon doing over here, man? It looks quite. Oh shit."
In other news, Lebanon officially filed a complaint with the UN against Israel for a violation of the UN Chemical Weapons Convention after testing found glyphosate, which is a known carcinogen, in the farmland soil in southern Lebanon that had been occupied by Israel at 11,000 times 11,000 times normal levels.
Oh, damn.
And I'd like to point out that 11,000 times is calculated from the higher end of normal levels.
Jesus.
From the lower end, it's well over 22,000 times. Because it's like the parts per million is like usually between like 0.5 and 2. So, yeah.
Christ on a bike.
There's also, there's been reports in both Gaza and southern Lebanon of mines disguised as children's toys. Which is apparently, from what I understand, something Israel has been confirmed to have done before.
Disgusting.
Yeah. Certified mega cringe. Which then, if I scroll down, gets us to the big Meeps War news of this week. That Trump signed a memorandum of understanding to end the war with Iran.
So all the things with Iran just became a nothing burger.
Well, yes, but actually no. So the U.S. and Iran announced a tentative deal to end the war, to which Israel says it has no involvement in the peace deal and therefore is not involved with it, and therefore it doesn't apply to them. So they say they plan to continue to occupy the over 1,000 square kilometers of Gaza and Lebanon it has seized, quote, indefinitely. To which Meep said when I was initially putting it in there, so they're probably going to blow up the whole peace deal anyway.
Yep.
Foreshadowing is a narrative device.
It happened.
Yeah. Details of the peace deal include nuclear talks are to be done later. Iran will be able to keep its ballistic missile program. Iran will receive, I've seen various numbers, between 300 and 400 billion in a mix of unfrozen assets and reparations. The exact breakdown of this varied depending on source. Combined with the about 60 billion spent waging the war, this would be enough to fund universal university in the United States for over 5 years. Though apparently at least some of that money is coming from the Gulf states. Maybe, I don't know. The reporting on this has been all over the place and ultimately kind of irrelevant.
Hey, you know what they could use that money? They're gonna maybe use that money for?
Well, if nothing else, rebuilding all the shit America bombed.
Oh, right, it's for Iran. My bad. I was
That's
thinking the
Iran.
other way around.
Yeah, no, the U.S. is giving them this. Reminder, by the way, what was it? The Obama-Iran nuclear deal. When Obama made a nuclear deal with Iran, the U.S. was to unfreeze $150 billion, and Trump called that the worst deal ever and immediately tore it up. After the U.S. gave all the money to Iran. And basically this whole thing was kicked off by, Israel saying Iran had nukes because the nuclear deal got torn up. So now Trump's agreed to give Iran double that, and then said we'll negotiate the nuclear stuff at a later date, so that'll probably be even more money. But yeah. Trump admitted in an interview that the U.S., despite being a net exporter, was running out of oil. He also said that a global economic depression was on the horizon, and thus he was forced to peace. He admitted that!
Shittiest leader in history,
Yeah.
Alter.
He also, in the interviews, called Netanyahu crazy, that he keeps killing civilians, and that he kind of likes some of the members of the Iranian regime. Trump said that. So, conclusion, decisive Iranian victory. And then it gets better. Because apparently, for signing the not treaty, memorandum of understanding, it's not a treaty, because then it would need to be ratified by Congress. Because, it's not a war, so it doesn't need to be a treaty. It needs to be a memorandum of understanding. Yeah. So apparently Trump was in France at the time for, the G7 or whatever, except Ukraine was there, so it's the G8 again, Lamau. So apparently, Emmanuel Macron brought Trump somewhere to sign it. He brought him to the Palace of Versailles. Did I mention Trump's ethnically German?
That is so well done by Macron. Oh my fucking god.
I'm sure Trump doesn't have the brain power to appreciate the irony.
Yeah.
Trump is already teeing up J.D. Vance as the fall guy for the failure, since he put J.D. Vance in charge of negotiating. J.D. Vance is already teeing up Netanyahu and Israel as the fall guy for being so ungrateful and disrespectful of their only ally that's done so much for them. And then as of 2 days ago, Iran's closed the strait again because Israel violated literally point one of the peace deal because they kept bombing Lebanon. Israel said, and all the American news media is reporting, that this is because Hezbollah droned 4 IDF soldiers, 2 of which were involved in an incident of killing a 6-year-old, and then the 3 different groups of paramedics that tried to rescue her. So, El Bozo. But reminder, these are IDF troops who are still occupying Lebanon, and point one of the peace deal in the MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, literally says the IDF needs to get the fuck out of Lebanon, and says literally nothing about Hezbollah not being allowed to shoot them if Israel doesn't leave. So all the American news media is trying to say, oh, it's Hezbollah's fault for attacking Israel. No. Literally, the piece of paper says Israel needs to leave, and if they don't leave, they're allowed to be shot at on the way out. Hell, it doesn't even say if they don't leave. It says nothing about Hezbollah not being allowed to shoot them in Lebanon. It basically says, yeah, they're allowed to be shot at on their way out, so they better get out fast. That's basically what it says. Because Trump was so focused on getting out of this shit that he left Israel high and dry. And now the whole thing's fallen apart to the surprise of absolutely nobody, except probably Trump.
Look, there is no peace in the Middle East.
There is no peace in the Middle East.
And there are no ceasefires in the Middle East.
There are no ceasefires under Trump.
Yeah.
No, in general, there are no. And I think most ceasefires that were ever made in the Middle and Eastern region have failed ultimately and were absolutely catastrophic.
It's just
Ridiculous.
so dumb. It renames it to the Department of War. Fights one war, loses.
Wrap it up.
So basically, when it comes to the currently achievements of the US, military-wise, you have kidnapped a leader from Venezuela, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
And you have lost against Iran.
Yep.
Yeah. Pretty good, I'd say, for this century.
So much winning, you'll be tired of winning.
I can't stop winning.
Hey, at least it isn't Vietnam again.
No, it's the fucking sandbox again.
No, don't take me to the sandbox again.
We were just getting ready. We were starting to see Bradley's in green instead of beige again. Nature was healing.
Bradley's and greens.
Just put the
What
fries
is
in
this,
the back.
Vietnam War?
No, it's just an olive green for like forest camo instead of sandbox camo. It's just
It's
so
just-
dumb. It's so
it's just-
bad for no reason.
It's just, it's even wilder if we like compare it to what was the operation. That was absolutely crazy. And also, it was also
Desert
in the
Storm?
Greece. Yeah, especially if you compare it to Desert Storm, which in comparison, it isn't even that long ago, if I remember correctly.
No, it wasn't that long ago. But Desert Storm is basically textbook like NATO
Yeah.
combined armed warfare. It was done by actually intelligent people as opposed to Signal Gate Hegseth.
Yeah. So yeah, and that's why like it's insane. It's just
Yeah, an actual superpower doing actual superpower things versus Donald Trump, who's basically pulled a 3-day special military operation.
honestly, honest to God, I mean, the new Trump would be fucking horrible and stuff, but it's just insane once again to see that no matter how strong a nation can be, all it takes is one fucking idiot coming into power and boom. It's so stupid. You must believe they were in like before him. Okay, wait, I have to exclude it. Before him, there were fucking like 44 different presidents. I mean, also a few idiots, of course, in them. But
Yeah,
still,
Reagan.
that have built up like the nation, or like maybe also built.
Reagan wasn't an idiot. He was just a slave to the capitalist class.
Like yeah, it wasn't. But
That's not idiocy. That's just
presidents.
intentional sabotage.
But yeah, like 44 presidents. Like in like what lifetime? 250 years, if I remember correctly, this year
Mhm.
actually.
Yep.
And then comes Trump and his fucking shady bitch and his fucking Signal Gate Hexer for what his
Don't
name
forget
is.
RFK
And-
Jr.
And just boom. It's like
Oh yeah.
so stupid.
Speaking of RFK Jr., he apparently got Signal Gate Hegseth to make the flu vaccine optional for troops, and all of a sudden there's like a massive flu outbreak on like a couple military bases.
Lamau. I find that very funny because I was just doing it because fuck RFK Jr. Like,
Like the most predictable result imaginable. Somehow still surprises them. Like the other thing too is that I've seen people talk about is like all like the analysts who like ever like or like generals or officers ever like war gamed like a war with Iran basically said, yeah, this is what Iran's gonna do. They did exactly what the US expected them to do, and the US still lost. Like the US literally planned for this and then didn't account for the fact that they'd planned for it.
Can
They
we, like,
knew what
like-
was gonna happen, and they still fucked it up.
Can we take like RFK Jr.'s last name away? Is that like a possibility? Can dead people disown their children?
Legally, I think. I think mostly though in the US that's done by like evangelical Christian parents whenever they have a kid who turns out to be gay. So
Yeah.
so maybe not.
But just more like fantasy, but yeah. Yeah, it's like generally that entire move with Iran is so abysmal. Like in all kinds of ways.
Absolute dog
then-
shit.
Like you literally, if they're like, Mole, dog shit, military achievement, dog shit. Like it's basically, I think, yeah, it's one of the shittiest wars ever. Like what the fuck?
It's like Meep said. It's basically America's cheap imitation at the 3-day special operation.
The 3 special military operation from Timu.
Yep. Which is to say something, considering how the special 3-day operation is currently going.
The difference is that America just wasted a bunch of money. Russia's wasted like a couple million lives, I think. I think they're up to 2 million.
Jesus Christ.
Because...
Okay,
yeah.
I mean, yeah. Once again, like when it
literally,
comes to
there's no reason to do this. Like the supposed Iran is like 2 weeks away from having a nuke. Okay. First of all, the only reason that would be the case is because you tore up the nuclear deal during your first administration, so this is still your fault. And even if it's true, you know, like, maybe, you know, prepare for this and, like, you know, prepare the Navy and whatever. It's like, you know what you need? You need, like, small escorts, like, you know, frigates. You know, that program you canceled so you could build your stupid-ass battleship. That's not even a battleship. Like, what the fuck?
I actually wonder if there's actually now a way, because everyone is like saying, hey, they are at fault, and since it's now all goes back to like Israel, I actually wonder if this could actually lead to like the US, or at least the government US part, to be like, you know what, Israel, you are at fault, you have to go back. Go back with your troops. Just stop it.
From what I've been seeing, the administration itself seems to have had a massive falling out with Israel. Unfortunately, basically the entirety of of Congress is bought by Israel in AIPAC.
Yeah, but then once again, you have the entire state of Hormuz being fucking blockaded, and that is...
Which means it's entirely possible, if Trump tries to do something against Israel, that might end up being what actually gets him impeached. Which would be darkly hilarious.
I mean, that at least he would have done the first right thing, and he would at least get impeached for that.
Yeah, the one time he does something right, he gets impeached for it.
Let's hope if that happens.
If that's not a summary of U.S. politics, I don't know what is.
Yeah, I don't know also what is. But let's hope if that actually happens, that whatever he does has a long-lasting effect. And
the only other thing I've seen that's like a summary of U.S. politics in a single image is it's a picture of like a book fair standee of like Revenge of the Sith, where it's like Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader, and it just says, "Which side are you on?"
Aye.
It's like, wait a minute. They're the same picture.
Aye.
What could happen? Because like, suddenly says that he likes a few of the like the Iranian like government people or something. That's already quite interesting. How do they even got? Okay, yeah, per telephone, of course, but yeah, still, that's like interesting. I didn't expect this outcome, so like I'm wondering what the aftermath actually is going to be of this entire thing.
I mean,
was it also like feared
so
that
dumb.
even if Trump got to alter, like JD would he like be his replacement?
If Trump keels over, JD Vance takes over because he's the vice president. Yes.
Yeah, but also like when it comes to the next elections. But the thing is,
It is likely. It's looking like it's probably going to be JD Vance. Going to be the guy who runs for the next Republican ticket, but it's unclear.
But the thing is now that like basically also Trevor said, yeah, okay, JD Vance support and stuff. Like I feel like how slowly like the entire like what the Republicans put up when it at least comes to face value, like, the fucking big heads that like represent them, it's slowly falling apart. Which I at least think it's good, because it means that at least this part of the Republican craze, I would actually say,
the MAGA cult.
Yeah, at least that it like gets a fucking huge hole in it.
Yeah. At least there's that. But unfortunately, we live in the goddamn clown timeline.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, especially Americans, yes. Meanwhile, on American soil, South Koreans are dancing with Mexicans.
They're having a
At
good
least
time,
there's
at
that.
least.
Who would have thought that all of what it takes, technically, for world peace is a fucking football? Who would have fucking known? Except there are a few exceptions. If it's France against Germany, or if it's Germany against England. Actually, that trio, I'd say, is pretty rough.
Yeah. I just hope that when this is over, like, I don't even know, American century of humiliation.
Yeah, I guess if this keeps completely going on like with all of this, then yes, that's going to be it. Which, while once again with like the USA problems socially and all the shit that's currently also happening outside when it comes to like international politics, still I believe that it would be of bigger interest also for the Europeans and I think for the entire world that aren't either China or Russia, for America to still stay strong but with good leadership. Because
Yes.
yeah, I mean, it was anyways.
But the fact is, Trump has effectively, single-handedly, in just like the first year of his term, burned basically every piece of goodwill America had on the global stage.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of healing after this, but I hope what is going to be more recent than what at least I hope it's going to be more recent is it slowly looks like how bad it is for Russia. That finally, at least that finally gets.
China wins by doing absolutely nothing and waiting for its enemies to shoot itself in the foot.
I mean, it's absolute good fucking strategy. Once again.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm not for the I'm against the political system the Chinese have and all, but I still have to say, economically, and fucking like the strategy is fucking insane. Yes, like they learn from the humiliation. Let's just say this.
Mm-hmm. They have a one-party state which gives them the superpower of basic long-term planning.
Yeah, and then and plus they have a fucking like I don't even want to know how high their manpower is actually.
It's decently high.
Well, not with that I didn't mean the one that already are in service, but like the recruitable population.
Well, you play Hoi 4, so.
Yeah, that's what I just forgot. Basically, manpower in Hoi 4, it's like, I mean, of course, it also depends which nation you play, because, for example, the USA won't just like send in like older people, but like, for example, especially communist China. I mean, it's at this point it's still small, but still.
Doesn't it in Hoi 4 being communist that you just generate 500 people a month using a photo of Karl Marx?
Yeah. That's the true communism path, bro. I mean, there are also like so many options to go also communism and with like the Soviet Union days. What was his name again? Trotsky. There's also the Trotsky path that you can take, which then with the Trotsky path, I believe you have like a focus tree with which you can like actually create a global revolution, so that then in every fucking single nation there's a communist army actually they have to fight. I think that's actually an event that can happen with good enough preparation. It's fucking insane.
4 is weird.
Yeah, it is. And I love it. I love it for it. I fucking love it.
I saw something about how apparently one of the biggest like Hoi 4 streamers got kicked off Twitch because they like said something unhinged like in game.
That is so very highly, but it could also be so many people.
Yeah. I'm sure when it comes to Hoi 4, that's one of those things where it's like, do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Yeah, really. Bro, like
They got too into their role play.
Bro, especially the roleplay games are insane. There's like one of my favorite Hoi 4 streamers, like sometimes like does Donald Trump RP while he's playing the USA. It's so fucking good. It's so
So does he
fucking
lose every
insane.
time?
I mean, yeah, but still.
If he's role playing accurately, he better.
He's fucking insane. He's fucking delusional when he RPs as him. I just remember how back like it wasn't that peaceful everywhere, but still like that. I think there was like a small period of time where there actually weren't that much big conflicts going on, and it was like just the world was just the world. And then it all started to slowly implode with the taking of Crimea. That was the first step, then the actual war, and now then fucking Iran stuff, the Venezuelan stuff. Pakistan and India also once again throwing hands. It's insane, honestly.
It is.
Be a great time for a tism if I had one ready. But I do not.
Neither do I for today. Ban.
So
So I guess that's a good place to call it for the week.
Think so.
I mean, to be fair, we're already also like still 2 hours in, which is once again, we has recently had fucking like 4 to 5 hours, but at least when it comes to podcasts, 2 hours are like the max normally.
This is like how long it was like when we originally started.
Yeah.
Recommendations.
Recommendations?
Oh god, is it really that empty?
I mean, I've been playing a lot of Transport Fever too. It's good if you're into that sort of thing. So, I guess we'll do that.
Okay.
I mean,
Train.
game on screen. Enough said.
Good, alright, then it's time. First of all, recommend Reanimal. Reanimal is made by the same studio that made Little Nightmares, in case anyone knows that. It's basically like, oh, it's hard to describe. I mean, first of all, it's a horror, like it's Reanimal's a horror game. A multiplayer, like it's meant to be played in co-op, but you also can play it in single player. The point is that you're basically two children that navigate through a world that is basically filled with mutated animals that are like have gone crazy in size and basically like hunt you down while you try to save the friends that you've like lost and like slowly try to gain them back. There's also a skinwalker that is actually the first thing that you encounter, which is there's like a scene where that fucking skinwalker drives an ice cream truck and offers one of the kids an ice before kidnapping them. So yeah, pretty fucking insane. But I can't say it more when it comes to the game because otherwise I would recommend it. I mean I would spoil it. So yeah, for someone that is into horror and especially as a friend that they can track along, I recommend Reanimal. It's very graphic. It has a very dark story and also the plot reveal is pretty sickening. So it's not funny horror, it's actually terror horror. It's you leave the game and you still think about it for a while. So yeah, keep that in mind. And the other games I still have to play more before I can recommend them. Jesus Christ, Bruce.
I also have one. Do you have one, Meep?
I already did mine.
Oh, do you have one, Jamie, by chance? Oh, you already did yours, so I am the last. I played it through Tabletop Simulator, so I don't have it in person, but man, it's actually really fun. Uh, it's a game called Spirit Island.
Island. Okay.
Yes. You can play it by yourself. You can play with others. If you play with others, it is a team-based game, which means everyone who participates goes for the same goal. You and whoever you play with are essentially spirits watching over an island, which is getting invaded and attempted to be colonized by explorers to build towns and cities and what have you. Using the powers that you have as your spirit, as well as everyone else, if you play with other people, you have to work together to prevent the island getting blighted too much. It's a lot of fun. And I will extend this offer immediately to everyone in the call as well. If you happen to have TTS, I would not mind showing or even playing with you, because it's actually really fun.
Been meaning to get Tabletop Simulator for a while.
I mean,
I
I
see.
do have it, yeah. I have my tabletop.
Alright. Again, just to repeat my offer to make sure that I have extended it to you. If you would want to play a round with me together, I will not mind at all.
Sure, I keep that in mind. One day when I'm going to reinstall it again, I'm going to hit you up.
Yeah.
Currently, I am so filled with space, it's insane.
I think you might like it.
I'm always open for any game. I play. I never let myself get stopped by genre when it comes to games. That's what I like. How I
BD game.
always play games.
I will warn you in advance. On TTS, it does have a lot to load.
I can imagine.
So, wow. Okay. Yeah. No. This was a Roomba. Like how old Roombas used to be. What the fuck? Feels
We went back to
weird.
old school. It was even before I was here.
That's a new one for me, honestly. I'm used to like sitting here around 5 hours talking.
4 to 5. Yep. It feels a little weird, doesn't it? But if there is just nothing else we have to do for today, we'll just end stream.
Yeah.
Tomorrow,
Sometimes it's sometimes
again, just as a heads up for everyone. Tomorrow, we will be doing a normal school / work stream hours. But starting Tuesday, we're back on track, baby. Back to the 12-hour streams. Because, fuck yeah. Also, again, heads up, 10th of July, we are doing Power World 24 Hours. But, thank you so much everyone for watching. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!
Thanks for all the cheese.
Cheese.